Hi, this is Dee with Divine Needle, and this is an Age of Aquarius Spiritual Path Tarot reading for August the 20th, 2020. So, here we go with the 2020. Yeah, June 20th, 2020 was the beginning of the Age of Aquarius. That transition, the 20th and 21st for the planet. So, we are on day 62 AoA, Thursday. All right. Adonai is a ways off. I can hear Gabriel a little bit better, but he's quite a ways off too. I set the intent to help with the energy levels for everybody because I know it was ramping up. Still feels like it's up there, but I'm not feeling like I'm going to come out of my skin, which is good. I hope it helped you guys too because I set the intent for everybody. All right, here we go. Day 62, Age of Aquarius. It's 2 months in, exactly. 2 months in. So, what can we expect for the overall energy for day 62? 2 months in. For the Earthbound Devas on their missions. What's the overall energy for tomorrow? Okay. Stronghold of the Zephyrs and the Shining Quarry. There we go. What's our highest priority for tomorrow? Highest priority. Highest priority for tomorrow. Highest priority for tomorrow. Highest priority for tomorrow. Okay, there we go with that Apocalypse card. Judgment. And what do we need to be mindful of and prepare for? A book? How many cards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Okay. Shining Winds. The Demiurge. Archangel Commander. He appears twice, one on either side of this Apocalypse card. The Tower. The Dance of Kali. The Initiate. And the Memory Keeper. Boy, that Destroyer card and Gabriel sure do make an appearance a lot. The fact that the Tower card is in there too, it's something we're not expecting. Underlying. We got the Shining Winds and the Shining Dew. And the Shining Quarry. Got 3 of the Knights. Woo! The Destroyer. Looks like tomorrow's going to be an interesting day, and we got yet another page. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Just out of curiosity, let's take a look. Oh, there's that bereaved card. Okay. Underlying energy, the Shining Dew. The Shining Dew. Knight of Chalices. You are now being given divine instruction to alchemize the elemental nature of water to enhance social charisma. Transmuted water helps you decelerate, slow down your frantic movements, find your calming center, and reflect. Fluidity is the quality of being like water, as is the Taoist philosophy of Wu Wei, and the Shining Dew is here to guide you toward free flow, so you might roll with the waves and let the natural movements of karma take you where you need to go. The Knight of Chalices is your guide as you navigate the waters of destiny. Slowing down and achieving an inner calm will lead you to wielding incredible soft power over others, which in turn endows you with the influence you've sought to have. When this card appears in a divinatory reading, Spirit is telling you to sublimate what is deep within your psyche into the material world. As creative or artistic product, allow your soul to be visible. Overall energy for tomorrow. Stronghold of the Zephyrs, Herald of the Consummating. Page of Swords. The Stronghold of the Zephyrs, or Page of Swords, comes bearing an important message to you, or an opportunity about your social status, community relations, a political or legal matter, higher education, greater social network that you are a part of or engaged with, or a matter pertaining closely to your pursuit of glory. The Page of Swords appears as affirmation of victory to come if you agree to take the challenges and walk through the gauntlet. The presence of the Stronghold of the Zephyrs can also be an emissary sent by a deity of war, battles, or storms, a divinity of the skies, winds, or air, or a pantheon from the Eastern Hemisphere. Slow, steady forward movement is the Knight of Orbs, or Pentacles. And elevating your community relations, political or legal, higher education, social network. And the Shining Quarry, wild and fertile land. You are now being given divine instruction to alchemize the elemental nature of earth, to increase your material resources, assets, and to cultivate fruitful abundance. The alchemical instruction the Spirit brings to you is this: crystallize your work ethic into something finally solid and tangible. Create definitions, then slow down, decelerate so that you have a chance to reflect and meditate. You do not need to be on the path of rapid increase, not yet. Now is the time to cultivate your resources organically, taking it slow without giving in to temptation of urgency. Be methodical. The Shining Quarry marks the encounter with one's own earth nature and making sense of our material attachments. There will be realized outcome in your personal economics, finances, property matters, business, income, or earnings. The Shining Quarry is here as a guardian spirit to help you navigate the work cut out for you, having to build a stronger earthly foundation so that you can increase your access to sources and thus bring about the success you've been seeking. Et omnia comque fecit prosper abuntor, and in all things he does, he shall prosper. Persist forth, and your efforts shall be successful. The Shining Quarry is with you to make certain of that. So slow, steady progress forward in the material. And forward movement messages dealing with your social network or higher education, law, etc. Messages coming in, delivered by an owl or Gabriel, depending on who you are and who your angels happen to be. Okay. Highest priority, apocalypse. The beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, last judgment. Key 20. This is the spirit presented upon your path when you have arrived at a point of no return. What has transpired is now irreversible. The only way out is through. This is that moment of full realization for why all that has happened to you has happened. The apocalypse is the spirit of revelation, when the answers that were hidden before are now obvious. This is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. When the apocalypse appears in divination with other cards, it adds emphasis of significant spiritual importance to those other cards. Pay closer attention when Key 20 is present. The apocalypse is a mythic personification of an event horizon. This is a space-time in which no event that comes subsequent can affect the outcome, because all that could have affected it has either transpired or not transpired. The apocalypse card appears when you have crossed the boundary of where gravitational pull over you is such that turning back is impossible. Magnificent card, isn't it? All right, big things coming to be mindful of and prepare for. The Knight of Swords, the swirling gale. That's what Gabriel does when he makes it storm. Yep. Okay, the Shining Ones. You are now being given divine instruction to alchemize the elemental nature of air to win a battle. So some sort of battle coming. Yeah, with the destroyer and the tower. Yeah, there's a battle coming. Gabriel's in that, right? Archangel Commander. He's in here several times. Okay. The alchemical instructions the Spirit brings to you now is to conform to the shape of reference that is around you and be a flowing form of energy. While yielding yourself to the established forms and framework around you, accelerate your activities because the conditions are ripe for your advancement and you will make great progress soon. This spirit is the active key of illuminated consciousness, the confirmation of a fully formed idea bound for manifestation. So long as the progressive action is taken. When the Knight of Swords appears in a reading, mind and body are acting in collaboration toward achieving your goal. This is the card that prophesies imminent victory, so long as you continue your proactive progress along the path you've chosen. The Shining Winds is the card that confirms full realization and understanding of a dilemma and figuring out how to troubleshoot or solve that dilemma. Now, what is left to do is to act upon the solution. This card also marks the need to change your personality so you can advance further on your path. I don't suggest you change your personality. I really don't agree with that particular statement. That's one of the only things in this book that I don't. But aligning your mind and body. Okay. Aligning your mind and body so that you can advance further on your path. In other words, Hangman, shift your mindset. Okay? This is all about the intellect and the mind truth and clarity, the swords, right? So that you can accomplish more. The swirling gale. And the foundation card, the Demiurge, 4 scepters. To me, this is the foundation card. Your home, your castle. Four scepters. The Demiurge builds our physical platform of success. This is the attending spirit who guides your intangible idea into tangible work product in the material world. The Demiurge marks progress, achievement attained, and is the spirit presence with you through a momentous rite of passage. The Demiurge is the spirit to help you cull from the spiritual or intellectual plane and bring perfected work into form on the physical plane. Archangel Commander, Sir Gabriel, Angel of Storms and Battles. Yep, there's a battle coming. It's about your foundation. That foundation can even be the planet. That battle, yeah, that's a coming. Archangel Commander. King of Swords is the lead commander of the divine forces. Esque ad finum, we shall fight to the very end. He is the most powerful and most formidable of heaven's warriors. His full title is Archangel Commander of the Light. The Archangel Commander appears to you now to bring strength, conviction, courage, and manifest fearlessness. He is tasked to assist you with navigating the storms, inner and outer, and to defeat any demons that threaten to harm you. The King of Swords is your divine warrior, who will lead heavenly armies against your adversaries. When the Commander of the Light appears to you, it is because you need reinforcement, and now that spiritual reinforcement has come, led at the helm by your greatest champion, the Archangel Commander. You're preparing for a fight, and the Archangel Commander appears to you now in advocacy of your cause. So a fight about your home, your foundation, and Gabriel in the mix. The Shining Winds, a swirling gale. For some of you, this could be a warning about the hurricanes out there in the harbor, because a swirling gale and your home foundation and a battle. And we have the Tower. Wow. Tomorrow's a big day, guys. Or these readings are so odd because sometimes what's in them shows up 2 or 3 days down the road. So it may be tomorrow. This is what to be mindful of and prepare for, this pile. So that means it's something coming, not necessarily tomorrow, but soon. Tower, key 16, material and spiritual colliding. The Tower is the spirit of disappointment when you feel what you have worked hard for is not propelling you toward the higher ground you desire. The spirit of the Tower appears when the message you need to hear is this: change your direction. Before the physical construction of your great work can manifest, you must build a solid inner foundation. Focus on that inner foundation, and when the physical conditions are ripe, the physical construction of your great work will manifest. This is the moment your material and spiritual worlds collide. The spirit of the Tower appears to you now in an effort to guide you through the challenge of dismantling your own preconceived notions. A talisman is given to you, a battle axe, which you must wield to remove obstacles in your way. Heed these teachings. There can be joy and sorrow and stability and change. Lux mentis, lux orbis, light of the mind, light of the world. Key 16 can also be an omen of armed conflict. And I believe that could be exactly what it's talking about, because it's an armed conflict over the foundation. And Gabriel is leading the charge. Lots of swords. Lots of swords in this reading. The Destroyer, Dance of Kali, Ten of Swords. The Destroyer is ruin personified. Here you are watching the Dance of Kali, a wave of catharsis crashing onto the shores of your psyche. The Destroyer is downfall as a consequence of our acts. There has been a fall from grace. The Destroyer appearing before you can be an omen from a death spirit or a triple goddess motif, portending doom, destruction, or plunder. If you have erred and let pride or glory corrupt you, then the Destroyer is here to cut down that pride and glory so that you might find your way back onto the rectified path of wisdom. If you have been unduly betrayed or hurt by another, the Destroyer is here to pull the swords out from your back and will ravage vengeance on your behalf. What goes around will come around. Hear, hear. Yeah. The Destroyer is here to warn you of deception afoot, treachery, perhaps even treason that threatens your well-being. Be cautious of your environment and who you're trusting. With the Tower and the Destroyer, what's coming? Yeah, it's planned. It's been planned. It's been planned for a very long time. Destiny, right? And Gabriel. A battle coming. For sure. Armed conflict. Big reading, guys. The Initiate. It's one of the Fool cards in this deck. 1 of 3. This is Spirit in Search of Experience. The Initiate, key 0. The Initiate personifies a return to spring, starting a new cycle of growth. Ab incunablis, from cradle to grave, ab aeterno, since the beginning. Use the Initiate key 0 when inquiring about a new undertaking, when a path has not yet been chosen or taken, or when insight is needed on which road to take forward. How might you decide between potential paths? Are you embarking on a fresh start in life? What is your potential anyway? Ab initio mundi. From the beginning of the world to this day, do you need a little divine guidance on how to map out your path? The cosmic egg. And a fox. This is a Fool card. This is taking a leap of faith. Interesting that it's in combo with these cards. And the final one for what to be mindful of and prepare for. The Memory Keeper, 6 of Chalices. To me, that's the Past Lives card. The Memory Keeper is the spirit of reminiscence. Who you once were is trying to speak and reach out to who you are now. Listen to the whispers from the past as they send premonitions of the future. Initiate an open dialogue between the past and the present. The Memory Keeper is the custodian of memories, both fond and adverse, the reflection of your inner child. When the Memory Keeper appears to you in a reading, the past and present converge, which is interesting. So something you've done before, taking a leap of faith, could likely be something you did in a past life. And who you once were is screaming out to who you are now about it. Is it something about this foundation and the war? Could very well be. So, big things coming up, what to be mindful of and prepare for. Four, 7, 10, which breaks down to a 1, a 0 key, and a 6. Key 20 breaks down to a 2. Yeah, looks like it's going to be an interesting day, or days coming for sure. Tower and Destroyer all together. The Foundation. I guess we'll see what that's talking about. The fact that the Whirling Gale and Shining Winds is there. You know, Iowa had that storm, and we've got some hurricanes going. Surprised they're not talking about the fires in California and Colorado, because I don't see that here. Nope, no wands. So they're not talking about that. It's something else coming. Alright, guys. Anyway, so heads up. But remember, remain calm. That's what the underlying energy is. Remain calm no matter what's going on here with this apocalypse, tower, destroyer. Deep cleansing breaths and detoxing. And finding your calming center. Lots of meditations, probably in order, it would appear. Anyway, I love you guys more than you can possibly imagine. And hang tight. This year's going to be super, super intense. But remember, this is a holodeck, the Matrix. Everything's an illusion. And how we handle what comes definitely dictates your future, okay? And the future of the planet, 100%, okay? Anyway, take care.